Hi TBC, we are coming to you today with an informational video. On June 16th, we are having a congregational meeting to vote to approve an amendment to the TBC budget. We are creating a new position here at the church, and so we require congregational vote and approval for that. So in preparation for that vote, we wanted to inform you about what's going on so that you can cast an informed vote. Here we have Steve Loewen with us today. He is the head of the deacon board, and he's going to answer some questions for us about this very thing. Ben Coltrane has been selected to fill this new position, and so we wanted to just clear anything up that isn't clear for you guys on that. So Steve, let me ask you a few hard-hitting questions.
All right.
And you will answer them as clearly as you can. So Steve, just tell us, what is this new position? What's the title of it, and what does that title really mean?
Sure. The position is called Executive Administrator. And so what Ben will be doing in this position is he will be helping staff and ministries with strategic planning. He's going to help us to develop and evaluate our systems in each area of ministry and service, providing leadership training and opportunities for community development and interaction. He's going to be assisting Garen with supervising church staff, helping with performance reviews as well as development plans for them, assisting with staff meetings, and assisting in just meeting some of those daily needs of both the church and church staff. So we would say, kind of in broad terms, that Ben is going to be handling a lot of the day-to-day operational duties, and it's going to allow church staff to be freed up for their specific areas of ministry.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and Ben has already been with us for a short time, and already we on staff see that Ben is taking a load off of us, that he is really allowing us to focus on our areas of ministry. I've seen that in mine, I know others have too. So yeah, we see that stuff happening already, for sure.
Sure, and that was, just thinking about for Garen, his ability to be able to spend more time focused on preaching or planning, content and prep, those kind of things for Jordan and for you and Laura, and being able to focus more on the students and the ministry and not so much maybe some of the behind the scenes or support kinds of things that have to happen on a regular basis. For Lisa, being able to focus on communication and continuing to develop the website, the app, and just equipping small group leaders. So all of those things are going to not just be things that Ben does, but because of him being here, he's going to help the rest of our staff to be that much more effective as well.
One more thing, Steve. It may have taken some people, I don't want to say by surprise, but this kind of came out of nowhere for some people if they're not paying close attention to what's going on at TBC, and it may have the appearance that it just kind of happened. So is this something that happened kind of quickly, Steve, or has this been brewing for a while?
Sure, and I don't know how many of you remember the video that Tyson did a couple of weeks ago, but anyway, the deacons and the staff have known for quite a while that we've been understaffed. In fact, in talking with some of the folks at our state office at the Kansas-Nebraska Association, they have said the same thing. For a church our size, we are understaffed. And so there's been really conversation for about a year and a half on this, and at a meeting last June with the deacons and staff, just the determination that there needed to be some additional positions to help us to work toward our mission and our vision, just being the kingdom of God. And so some of those discussions led to actually a preliminary budget request last year. It didn't end up in the budget, but now we're coming back to that. And Ben has been talked about in terms of this specific position for about 6 months. He's been in discussions as he and Sarah have tried to determine or discern what does God have for them after their time in the Philippines. And so then when the COVID shutdown came, Ben volunteered his time to be here with the church and help with some of our response to the situation. And during this, really it was a God-given trial period. I know that the staff and just the church as a whole have been a benefactor of his work and have really appreciated together what you all have been able to do. And so I think in terms of his organizational and his administrative skills, he can really be a big help to us as our goal, again, our focus is on Christ, community, and cause, and everything that we do is aiming toward that, and Ben can help us with that a lot.
Yep. Yeah, everything you said is spot on. Like I said, as someone who's on staff and here every day, I already see the benefit of Ben being here, so we're really glad to have him for sure. So just a reminder, June 16th, congregational meeting, we'll be voting on the budget amendment to create this position. So we encourage you to be there. Really, if you have any questions about this or want to know more, please contact our office. We will give you any details you want to have about it. But we're glad you're with us today. We hope to see you on June 16th.